Alright, so the first exercise at hand is going to be the arm swings. This motion employs shoulder and arm muscles, it engages them, and it involves an alternative movement. So one arm is moving in one direction and one arm is moving in another. Your feet start by being shoulder width apart and you're standing up tall. Your arms are at your sides. And then one arm moves upward just above the head, bent at 90 degrees. The other arm is behind, going behind you, and is straight completely. This exercise requires 10 to 40 pound dumbbells. Anything higher increases the risk of injuring your shoulder. If I was a coach, one correction, one mistake is that most people move their bodies too fast and they just need to stand tall and keep straight. They also need to keep their arms straight when they're moving them forward instead of like moving them out. Another progression is to add the lunge for your lower legs and to walk once you do the lunge. All right, next up is the supine two-arm overhead throw. This requires a medicine ball, which is about 6 to 9 pounds, 2.5 to 4 kilograms. The starting position is that your back is flat on the ground. Your arms are above your head with the ball and are also as close to the ground as you can get. Your feet remain flat and your knees are pointed up. Once you're in this position, you sit up using momentum of the throwing motion. You thrust your chest up and you lead with your chest. From there, you follow through with the flexion of the wrist and flick your wrist forward like you're shooting a basketball. From here, a lot of people like to flex their necks to get power. To counter that is to keep your chin up into the ceiling. Look up to the ceiling. That will engage your abdominal more. And other people that like to keep their arms bent, you should keep your arms straight, so keep your arms pointed up. And a progression for this would be to add weight to the ball a little bit and to find a declined angle to start this on. All right, last but not least, we have the shovel toss. This is usually best for an explosive power start for sprinters. Once they get off those blocks, you're going to need a 5 to 15 pound, 2 to 7 kilogram ball on the ground in front of you, in between your legs. Your chest is going to be out and your hips are going to be back and up with your knees on the ground. Your feet are going to be touching the ground at the start position. When you're ready, you get to toss the ball as far and as fast as you possibly can. When doing this, you thrust your hips forward, executing a scoop, and you scoop your hands under the ball all at the same time and dig it up like a shovel and toss it up. Then, once you've done this, you catch yourself in a push-up position with your feet ending up in the air. One thing that people struggle with is they forget to really engage their hips and push them through. So as a coach, I would like to say to extend your hips through just like you're doing a power clean. And another coaching tip would be at the start position, I would say get into an RDL, like Romanian deadlift stance, to keep your hips up and back. One progression you can add is to increase the weight of the medicine ball, and another would be to add a weighted vest onto the athlete.